Right, good people, I'm going to show you how I cook Thai chicken curry, because why not? You deserve a little bit of help in life, and I take more shortcuts than anybody I've ever known, as my daughter tells me regularly. Right, so first of all I'm going to put the rice on, because the important thing about Thai food is it has a very short cooking time. So if your rice takes 20 minutes and your Thai food takes 10, then you need to start your rice first. So starting with the rice, just grab this pot over here. There you go. And down you go. There we go. So I like to cook enough for a couple of nights and a couple of lunches. So I kind of overcook as a person who's cooking for one person, and why not? Last thing you want is to be cooking every day. So cook a whole bunch of the stuff. There's some water in there. You can see how much that is, and I just throw in a spoon of salt. Turn the stove on. See how. I put that right up to 9. There we go. And pour in some rice. You need exactly 1 cup. There you go. Exactly 1 cup. Or that much, wherever that was. I'll give you a closer look. There we go. There we go. That much. And that will take about 20 minutes. What I do normally, what I can't do today, is I put the timer on my phone. Alright, finish with that, we'll finish with that. Over to the ingredients. Actually, I'm going to start by putting my big pot on the frying pan, on the stove. There it goes. And this I can also put to 9. And you're going to need a little bit of oil. There we go. A little bit of oil. And just so that you know, when it started to heat through, I put a little bit of carrots in there. Carrots take longer than everything else to cook. Alright, okay, over to the chopping board. You can see I've already chopped the carrots. The carrots are always cut diagonally for that. I don't know why. It's very important though, because flavour is different. That's bollocks, by the way. Okay, so onion. Love onion. I can't imagine a meal without onions. There we go. Onions all out. And I think everybody has their own kind of system for chopping stuff. And it makes your food your food. So whatever you do that thing. That looks a bit dirty to me. As you can see, I'm not incredibly proficient, but that'll do. Alright, we'll want that in early. We want a bit of garlic chopped ready, but that mustn't go in early. It must go in quite late. Open this up a little. There we go. A couple of these cloves would be fantastic. I'll just put those at the ready. I'm not going to cut them up just yet, because what I want to cut up next is the broccoli. Thai food with broccoli is absolutely, because what happens is all the juices get absorbed into the florets, and and it tastes gorgeous and it explodes in your mouth with liquid. It's not just the flavour that explodes in your mouth, it's the let's give this a wash. One moment. Yeah. Thank you, boo. You see that? There we go. Give it a little bit of a wash. Otherwise my daughter will be phoning me telling me, Dad, you need to wash your food. Alright. Because she's very bossy. Don't say I said that. Alright, can you see that? There we go. Bring that down a little bit more. So yeah, all you want here is hoik off this last bit here, and then you want florets, but not too tiny, like this one, for example. That would be kind of too tiny for me. That's about perfect, like that. And then let's be kind of mouthful as well. If they're too big, like this one is, it's not going to fit in your mouth. So you need to hoik it in half. And that's about perfect. Now, I've noticed that whilst we've been talking, across the other side of the room, that little piece of, can you see that? Yeah, you can. So that little piece of carrot has started to sizzle, so I'm going to throw all this in here. There we go. We'll give that a little flip. There we go. And now I want to turn this down to about 7.5. It's about the ideal for getting this stuff going. Right, back over here for me. Knock this back as well. So now I can cut up a bit of green pepper. This is jalapenos. Jalapenos, I love that word. Jalapenos. So these are jalapenos. They're incredibly cheap, £1.80 for these two. And you don't really need two. One's probably enough. Give it a wash. Give me a sec. There you go. Spotlessly clean again. There we go. So we're going to chop these up. Put the jalapeno in half like this. Without causing myself too much injury. There we go. And then I don't like jalapenos to be too overcooked. You know, it does kind of put a flavor in there, but if it's overcooked, you find that you never bite into it and think, jalapeno flavor. So you want to put them in a little bit later. That's why I haven't put them in with the onions and all that kind of stuff, because that's why. All this stuff that can go in, right? You ready? Go across the pan. There we go. There you go, my friends. Switch that around a little. With the spoon. There we go. You can see that cooking, but it's not overcooking. That's what you want. So yeah, it needs to be still crispy. The rice is still doing nicely over there. We're going back over here to prepare the chicken. Oh, green peppers. There we go. Once again, give me a second while I just go and give this a wash. back with you. There's kind of enough ingredients in there already, particularly green ingredients with the broccoli, so I'm not going to put a whole bunch of this in, just something to provide a diversification, really. Sometimes it's nice to chop these up quite big. You get a big lump of this stuff. I'm going to pour this in. You with me? Yep, you are. There. Now I'm going to take this right down, heat-wise, to 4.5. There we go, 4.5. You can see that my onions have browned quite nicely. Some of them have. I like that, and I like the fact that the carrots have browned a bit too. Some of these are very, very raw still. Doesn't matter. All right, in that goes. Right, let's go back across there and sort out my chicken fillets. Okay, you with me? Yeah, you are. Okay, chicken fillets, there we go. We've done garlic. I put all the ingredients out, including some coconut, and put that out at the ready. Just 2 fillets for me. There's enough food in there already. Let's just provide something else, won't it? So once again, I don't like to have to cut my food, so I like it to be something that will fit in my mouth quite comfortably. So I don't make it too big. This piece perhaps a little bit too big. There we go. Okay, so there's your chicken. Now the timing of your chicken going in there is quite important. You don't want to do it too early. I'm just going to show you. This is Thai green curry cooking sauce that you get from the spa. I only use half of one of these. I don't use the whole one because it's just too much, and it's actually very strong, this stuff. It's quite hot. So half or even a third per meal is about right. Right, we've gone through green peppers, we've done that one, we've done garlic, I think we've done everything. Right, let me show you what I do with this, look. So this goes into my steel cup. Let me just get my steel cup, just wait there for me, it won't be long. Steel cup. Okay. There's my steel cup. A little bit. Now really, as I say, you don't want to put too much of this stuff in because it really is quite hot. See, that's what's left over, and you see that? Yeah, and that's ample. A little bit of water goes in there. There we go. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Put it all once round. Dissolves quite easily. I'm going to take this and this and this across to the stove. So you can see what I do with it. If I drop this, it will be a video that goes viral. Everybody loves a mess. Right, we're there. Okay, so there you can see the veggies have kind of done their thing, very much so. It's still very, very crispy. See, still crispy, nice. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken in, because you don't want the liquid stuff going in before the chicken, because you need to see that the chicken is browning. It's browned all the way around. So there it goes. The chicken's in. Well, you notice up till now I haven't put any salt in here. You probably don't need it because this stuff's already got salt in it. I'm going to put a little bit in just to be on the safe side. There's nothing worse than food without salt. Actually, there's quite a lot worse, but anyway. Alright, you can see now already chicken is beginning to brown. Bring it a little bit closer. There you go. Ah, you can see it now. That's nice. You know what? You want it to brown quite slowly because once it's browned, it's pretty much cooked and it's ready. See the rice is bubbling away there, and you can see that. So I'm going to bring that down. From 9, I'm going to bring it down to 7.5, and then it won't bubble over. It'll just bubble away, and hopefully by the time I finish browning this and putting my fluids in, the rice will be ready to cook, to eat. Oh, look at this. It's quite messy here. I won't put those back in, otherwise people will have a heart attack. I haven't left it. Oh yes, I've left one thing out. Now this is this is typically me. I went to Woolies and I got myself some rotis, chicken rotis, and in the chicken rotis, or taped onto the top, was this, which is it says here, remove sachet before heating, then drizzle the contents of the sachet over the cooked dish before serving. I'm going to ignore that completely, and I'm going to get a pair of scissors. Dogs! Flipping dogs, look at these two. You know, they have to be right under my feet. Right. So I need a pair of scissors. And that'll be one of the other liquid things that I'm going to put in here, because I think it's like a yogurt type thing. So I think that'll work with this flavour. If it doesn't, it's only me that's eating it. So what do you think of it so far? Huh? Not too bad. Chicken's doing quite nicely now. You can see there, it's going through. And bear in mind that it's going to continue to cook even after you've browned it. It's still going to be cooking. You know, as long as there's still heat there, there's still cooking going on. But with chicken breast, if you cook it too much, it becomes tough. So you want to cook it so it's just through, but not all gooey. This one's still gooey. You can see it's still gooey, so it's got a way to go yet. But patience is something that we have on our side. So I'm just going to turn you off for a while and then come back to you. And we're back. Okay, so it's still cooking, and you know it's still a bit squidgy, and I know that it's not cooked through, so I'm just going to keep going. You can tell when you push it with a spoon, with a wooden spoon like this, you can tell if it sort of springs back at you, it's not ready. In the meantime, I want to show you this. This is how I drink water. I put about a quarter of a bottle of water in the freezer, and I freeze it like this. You can see that's frozen. It's frozen solid. But I freeze it on the side. Excuse me. I freeze it on the side because I'm going to put water in this side. Watch out. This is how this works. Can you see that? Not really. And now? Oh, there we go. Good. Right. So yeah, this isn't really a cooking tip, but I like whiskey with ice. And if there is no ice, I won't drink whiskey because it gives me heartburn. And a similar type thing with water. I don't like the water to be just cold. This is all right. But it's fresh from the fridge. But in 10 minutes time, 15 minutes time, half an hour's time, it'll be lukewarm. And then for some reason, lukewarm water gives me heartburn. Give this a little stir, it's perfect. You see the rice has bubbled away quite nicely without boiling over, which is good. That's what you want. I think this is about ready now. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. This is just a little bit pink on the side, but you don't have to worry about that because that little bit will cook through just on the heat from the outside of the chicken. So it's about ready. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to throw this stuff in. I'm going to throw this in, which is my yogurt compound, all the way from Woolworths. There we go. See, it looks as if it belongs there, doesn't it? I mean, like, my wife would be chomping at the bit now. David, never cook anything the same way twice. No, I don't. That's because I like to experiment and play with stuff. So there we go. There's my yogurt, it's gone in. It looks fantastic. And that yogurt will soak into the broccoli, soak into the meat, and give us a new flavour. Next on the cards, I'm going to put some. This is coconut cream. Yeah. So that can go in. I love these things that you don't have to open the tin with a tin opener. There we go. Look at that. Now tell me that doesn't already look delicious. Of course, they haven't really put all the flavour stuff in yet, but that can do its thing over here. Oh, that's going to be so nice. Oh, look at this! Look at this piece of broccoli. You see that? That is going to explode in your mouth with loads and loads of juices, loads and loads of flavours. Superb. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit because it seems to be dying on me. It's the wrong one. Give it 6.5. There we go. I want it to start bubbling now before I put that in. I'm going to take some more of this water because it's so nice and cool. Incidentally, with this water, I take it with me wherever I go. If I go running or something like that, I go on the beachfront. I've got like 40 minutes running that I do, and then when I get back to the car, this is still frozen, but the water is ice cold, and it's just so lovely. Taking a bit longer. Yeah, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. And if I just put chilled water in there, it'd be back to car temperature. It doesn't kind of do it for me. Take this a bit higher, I think. I want this to be bubbling before I put that in. You can see it starting now. And if you do feel like coming around for supper one night, then as long as you're beautiful, then we've got a deal. That excludes you, Mr. Christie. Right, there it goes, bubbling away. That's lovely, perfect. In you go. Do your thing. I'm going to give it a stir, and I'm going to turn it back down again. And I'm turning it down to about 4.5 again. 4.5 there. And that will thicken. Oh, look at that, how gorgeous. That will thicken in the next couple of minutes. As you can see, the rice is looking just about perfect. You can take a little sample out and have a look. But to me, that's done enough. Right. I prefer rice not to be too overcooked. It loses its texture, and that is about perfect. So I'm going to turn it off. We're just waiting for this to thicken now, and then we've got ourselves a meal. Oh, you must smell this. You can just smell the coconut milk coming out of it. It's so, so lovely. And the vegetables are still firm, you can see. And that is just, every mouthful is going to be a journey to Thailand. Journey to Thailand. Right, I'm just going to get the colander for the rice. Back. Let's turn this around. You see the sink? Yeah, you can. Right, there you go, rice. I should be live streaming this, shouldn't I? Tomorrow I'll live stream. Oh, I'm not cooking tomorrow because I still got food from today. So there you go, there's your rice. Back over to the frying pan. It's starting to bubble now and thicken. You see it's got this lovely sort of mustardy colour. I like that. I like that. I don't want to thicken too much, just a little bit. And that on a bed of rice will be absolutely tit. Serving spoon. Isn't it funny how you can have a favourite serving spoon? Right, let's just wobble across here for a second. And point this down a little bit more. There we go. So, small plate. Actually, this is one of my favourite plates as well. I just like wallop a little bit of rice in there. I'm not really that hungry, I had a late lunch. Yeah, so there's my rice. See, it's steaming and ready. And now, check this out. Can you see that? Oh, how nice is that? Oh yeah, look at all those juices. Now tell me that isn't going to taste absolutely magnificent. A bit of chicken. Oh, look at that. Just pure juices. That is absolutely magnificent. And there you have it, people. 20 minutes, supper's made, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So all that's left is to eat it. Oh yeah. Oh. That is exactly as I wanted it. So all the vegetables are full of juices that I hoped they would be. Also the chicken is just cooked through. It's not remotely raw, but cooked through. It's still soft and tender. Yeah. So supper's complete. All that remains is to put the food away so that I can chow the hell out of it tomorrow for lunch and perhaps supper. And what I like about putting the food away is that the rice, which hasn't really been contaminated by the chicken curry, is now going to soak in it. So you get the flavour of the chicken curry going through to the rice. Nice. Nice. A little rhyme. Okay, so there we go, there's your rice in there. I'm missing. Oh, look at that. If you're not hungry looking at this, then you're not human. Look at that, how beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, a bit of that can go in there. Yeah, probably wondering if it's going to fit. And guess what? So am I. So my next meal is going to be spaghetti bolognese. Not quite as fancy as this, but it's going to be nice anyway. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to make prawn bisque. Prawn bisque. Yeah, so that'll be on Sunday. So enjoy your evening.